next one is sources of generation basis, right? Sources of generation basis means internal source and external sources are there, right? So internal sources of finance, like what available within the organization. Can you say some examples of internal sources?
Examples of internal sources are collections of receivable, disposing of complex inventories, and plowing back its profit.
These are the examples of internal, right? And external sources of business?
They are funds which are lie outside the organization, such as suppliers, lenders, and investors, etc.
Okay, very good. Okay, now let us discuss about classification of finance, right? And so as I said earlier, finance is the lifeblood of a business, right? And so there are so many uses are there for this finance, got it? And we can divide this the finance into three, that is periodic basis, ownership basis and generation basis, right? And can we let me discuss about periodic basis first?
Yes.
Right. And when we are taking this periodic basis, we can divide the sources of finance into three: long term, medium term, short term, right? And what is the long term finance? Do you have any idea?
So ma'am, the long-term sources fulfill the financial requirements of an enterprise for a period exceeding 5 years and include sources such as shares, debentures, long-term borrowings. They take loans from financial institutions.
Right? And so this long-term finance we can use as a fixed capital, right? Like if we want like machinery or land and building, so other types of fixed assets, like when there is a need of fixed assets, we can use this long-term sources of finance. Like we can depend the bank loan and everything, right? And if we have large businesses, our business is quite a big one, then we can go for debentures even. Got it? That is also a long-term finance, right? And next, medium term.
The funds required for a period of more than 1 year but less than 5 years are medium-term sources of finance are used. These sources include borrowings from commercial banks, public deposits, lease financing, and from also financial institutions.
Yes. So what will be the uses of this medium term? You said examples, right? Bank loans, commercial bank loans, right? And so how can we use this medium term medium sources of finance? For what purpose we can? Do you have any idea?
Public deposits.
That is the examples, right? Public deposits. Like, temporary, if we need finance, like we can go for this medium term, right? And last one is short term. It is available for 1 year. So, what are the short term finance?
Ma'am, like trade credit, loans from commercial banks and commercial papers are some examples. They provide funds for short duration, that is not exceeding 1 year.
1 year, right? So this short term finance will be available like treasury bills or public deposits, trade credit. Okay, and so these things we can use as short term, and especially this short term finance is used as working capital requirements, like the day-to-day activities of the businesses, right? And next, if we are going for ownership business, then ownership basis.
There are two types of ownership basis classifications: owner's fund and borrowed fund. Owner's fund is that means that it is provided by the owner of the enterprise, which may be a sole trader or the partner of the company. Apart from the capital, it can also be included as a reinvestment in the business, as the owner's capital can remain as an investment, and it is not compulsory to be refunded, and it can be for a long period of time in business.
Okay, ownership basis. So mainly capital we can say, right?
Yeah.
Owners fund means capital we can say. And next is borrowed fund. Borrowed fund means
Borrowed fund, on the other hand, refers to the fund which is raised by raised through loans or borrowings. These sources are funds like including loans from commercial banks, financial institutions, issues of debentures, and etc.
okay. These are the examples of owners fund and borrowed.